Hey, what's up? It's your boy Ahab, and I am back. Unfortunately, I am back without GoonTick, but don't worry, he's not on an extended hiatus again. He is, however, sucking couches dry, making the second half of his name proud. Anyway, he'll be back. He's besides the couch sucking, he's currently on one of his weird little sexy rendezvous, which the less said of the better. But anyway, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a little haul. We're gonna give away a movie digital code for anybody that snags it up. We're also gonna unbox this that was sent to us by Brad, one of our viewers. And then, have a little fun. Let's start off with this little get right here. I got the little Wednesday Addams Toonie Terror. I really enjoyed this show. So, snagging up whatever little merch I can. And there's two variants of this, but I got this one with the weird hand situation going on. And also, of course, the other weird hand, the thing here. Or thing, not the thing. But anyway, pretty cool. Another one for the Toonie Terror collection. Then snagged this little boy up. This super cool Catwoman statue. These were like GameStop exclusives. Really dug these little line of statues. Found it for mad cheap. So had to snag that boy up. Love this version of Catwoman, that is. This is, of course, a classic of raunchy cinema. I already have it, but my copy's kind of scratched up. So, old Superbad there with fucking GoonTick's number 2 nemesis, Jonah Hill. His number 1 nemesis, of course, being Al. For some reason. Although he did block him, so I guess that's a good reason. But anyway, Superbad, classic. Now here is what I suspect will become a... it's already kind of like a little cult classic guy, but I suspect it'll get the recognition it deserves a lot more. And that's When Evil Lurks. Man, I really like this guy, man. Demian Rugna, he's an Argentinian director. Previously, I had gotten Terrified, or Aterrados, which is also an exceptional movie. I like to refer to that one as like what the real Ghostbusters would be like. If we had ghosts and there were paranormal experts that got together to do something, that's probably what would happen. And it wouldn't be a jolly good time, let me tell you that. But anyway, this When Evil Lurks is a pretty awesome take on, like a possession. Very unique, very cool. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it and if you're a horror fan. Seek it out. Here we got Malignant, a little recent James Wan ode to, kind of like Italian cinema stylings. Really rad little movie. I think this deserves a lot more attention. If only for the spectacle of it. It's pretty awesome, man. A little predictable, mind you, but there's nothing wrong with that if you're having fun. Let me tell you that right now. Back to Wednesday. This apparently is fucking sold out everywhere, man. The Blu-ray version anyway. So I don't know if they're gonna re-up, but it's a Netflix thing, so it's kind of miraculous that we're even getting a release, because those are rare, especially now in the waning days of physical media. But yeah, this thing sold out online all over the place. Found one out in the wild, so I had to snag it up again. Really enjoyed the show. Here's the thing, though. I know. Before the show even came out, people were making a big stink about Luis Gomez playing... is his fucking last name Gomez also? Am I tripping balls here? Hold on, let me check. Yep, no credits. Anyway, the guy that played Gomez, he's a Latino, and people... Of course, we had, some people raging at that very idea. And then we had some people going, he looks exactly like the comics. No, he doesn't, but he's definitely hideous in the comics. And I guess they gave him his hairdo. I think John Astin is the guy that looked most like the comics. Even though John Astin was a good-looking guy. But come on, guy. Anyway, whatever. I'm a fucking Latino. I don't give a shit about this guy playing him. I don't know. I'm not a fan of him, one. I think his delivery's kind of whack. So I'm just going to go out here and say that I hated his Gomez. Because here's really what the problem was for me. He didn't have that... charisma that like Raul Julia or Sean Astin have made like fucking indispensable in the character. You gotta have that, man. He was kind of a schmuck in this, but I'm an equal opportunity hater. I also hated Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. She kind of blew. I guess she kind of looked the part, just like old Gomez, I guess, kind of looked the part. But again, like just a personality vacuum, kind of, man. They were like cheap facsimiles of the characters we know. However, Jenna Ortega as Wednesday, she did her part to make the character her own. I suspect that'll only get better with season 2. It was just a little fun, kind of like throwback to. I guess there was like a little Scooby-Doo-ish nature to it, a little Buffy the Vampire Slayer-ish to it. Of course, I had the Tim Burton stank. It was pretty good, man. I enjoyed it. Fun time to be had. Here's a movie that Al thinks should have a sequel where it takes place in hell for some reason. John Wick. Of course, everybody has this movie, but I didn't have the first one. I had it on digital, but I didn't have this. Found it for $5 in the $5 bin at Walmart. If you're a movie collector, they're getting a lot of Blu-ray exclusives that Best Buy had, and they're just dumping them in the $5 bin, so it's a good chance to pick up some. Anyway, on that note, since I already do have it on digital, I'm giving away this digital copy code. So if you have like a Vudu or Movies Anywhere or whatever, first come, first serve, there it is. And you can get it, If you can't, too slow, bro. Another one of those $5 bin finds. And that's this pretty cool looking spiral from the Book of Saw. I know some people really don't like this one, but I enjoyed it, man. There was some problems, like the layout of the last scene was kind of like, how did they not see what was, whatever. But overall, I really enjoyed this. Honestly, after you killed John, you should have probably gone the copycat route to begin with. But anyway, Spiral from the Book of Saw. So I have that now. Cool. Here's some thrift store finds. This one's kind of a hated sequel, but I enjoyed it, guy. Boondock Saints 2. What a Blockbuster copy, guy. What is that? But apparently nobody rented it because this freaking thing's pristine. And in case you're wondering, Blockbuster. Do I have any desires for the return of Blockbuster? Not really. I had zero attachment to Blockbuster, but I did have an attachment to the local mom and pop shop, which was fucking awesome and way better than any Blockbuster could ever be. So there's that. But, it'd be nice to have even a Blockbuster back at this point. But anyway, here's old Aladdin. Another of those live action versions of a classic animated Disney movie. Of course, Aladdin. Who doesn't like Aladdin? So I like the animated quite a bit, man. And I expected to hate the shit out of this because Will Smith was in it. He was kind of enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie, man. There's some stuff in here that I'm sure some incel types will hate. But overall, it was a pretty entertaining little movie. Dug it more than I expected. So there's that. Here's another one of those live. Again, dollar fine, so I couldn't pass on it. Jungle Book. This one did get a lot more appreciation than Aladdin did. Haven't seen it, but it's got a bunch of big names that they had to pay tons of money to play freaking animals. So that's got to be cool, right? But anyway, we shall see. Worth $1 to find out, for sure. Then I got a copy of Goosebumps, which is a pretty fun little flick. Don't really dig Goosebumps. I mean, I used to watch the show. I was too old for the books. Really, if I had been young enough for the books when they were hitting that full stride. Although I don't even really... Maybe I was young enough and they just became more popular because of the show and I was older then. But I don't know, whatever. Had I encountered these books when I was a kid, I probably wouldn't have given a shit about them either because, I was reading like King and Kuntz and Barker and making my way into horror through those big names as a kid. So this shit was probably... To me, it was like, whatever. I mean, I'd watch the show and be like, that's fun, but it's, it's sucky. But this movie was actually pretty entertaining. It was a good way to give people some nostalgia and yet still kind of come at it a different way. Plus, my boy Jack Black is in it. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Didn't bother to see the sequel. Heard it sucks. I don't know. If you've seen it, let me know. This was the prize find. Now, this fucking Blu-ray, there's 2 printings of it. One more recent than this one. But basically, it's one of those out-of-print fucking Blu-rays. You can find the DVD pretty easily. But even that can run you a little high. But the Blu-ray is always running in around the 70 to 90 buck mark, just because it's out of print. You know, it's some rights issues because of the Weinstein Company, Miramax, and all that. You know, so we can blame Harvey Weinstein for that. But I found Dogma, which is another one of those that goes for a lot because it's out of print. Doesn't seem to ever be coming back into print as long as Weinstein is alive because of Kevin Smith's refusal to do so. I found that one for 25 cents. I found this one for $1, and that's Sling Blade. Absolutely love this film, and it's a damn shame that it's not widely available. But man, I yelped with joy when I found that on the Goodwill shelf though for a little $1, eh? So we're gonna do, as I said, an unboxing of this that was sent to us by one of our viewers, the super cool Brad Peterson, attorney at law, I think he is. And if he's not, well, that's the mythos now. Anyway, let's get into his box. All right, boys, we had to do a little flash forward there because I had to kind of unravel these boys. But we got a panoply of comics here that Brad sent us. Let's see what we got here. First of all, let me just say this. Thank you. Super awesome of you. He sent these as an appreciation for us even putting stuff out there. We love anybody that view us, whether they agree with us or not. But you know, it's always super cool to get any type of appreciation for that. We got Detective Comics, Shadows of the Bat, 1047. It's a pretty cool cover, man. So there you go. You know, of course, big Batman fans in our neck of the woods. Let's see, we got a little DC Connect issue, kind of like a informative type of ordeal there. Boom. Okay. Usually you dish those out to let you know what's coming out in that particular time period. Tales of Villainy, Star Wars Adventures. There we go. A little Padme action. And, oh man, wooden acting boy up there. Never read a Star Wars comic in my life, so I guess that'll be a first. Thoughts on that? Let me see, we got Kill Raven. Never even heard of Kill Raven. 4 of 6. So I don't know who the hell this boy is, but we're fitting to find out, I guess. Oh man, he's got a squishy little boy in here. Check it out. Where is he? What is that little guy right there, man? Look at him. Kind of cute. Anyway, Kill Raven. We'll see what's up with him. Nova, number 1. Let's see. Of course, if you know comics here, it's always been kind of a thing like, let's release as many number 1s as we can because that's the one that's going to sell and then the sales taper off. So this is probably like Nova number 1, 5 billionth version. But 2017 version. So there you go, Nova number 1. He's getting a movie, I think, here in the MCU sometime soon. That's pretty cool. That's a cool cover, actually. My knowledge of Nova is pretty limited. You know, I never really read him as a youngster, but or anything regarding him as a youngster, but I have encountered him a few times. We have a Malibu comic. Man, this looks 94. Yeah, Malibu Comics, man. One of those comics houses, indie comics houses that I believe they got bought out by Marvel and then they just sunk them. It's a Norm Brayfogel's Metaphysique. Pretty cool. Oh, this ad in the back. A rune. Used to read that back in the day. That's pretty cool, man. Let's see what else we got here. Try to put these flat so they don't bend. Oh, this is just cool for the cover. Genesis. John Byrne, written issue, let's see, 97. It's got that cool-ass Darkseid cover. Big Darkseid fan. Oh, this is cool, man. A 94, number 5 of 12, Huntress. Of course, one of the Bat family. Love Huntress. That's a cool cover, just period. This was my heyday of comics, man, the 90s. Super was into comics back then. Let me see. Action Verse, huh? Featuring Fracture. That's a thing. Action Lab? Never even heard of that. Let me see. What year was this? 2015. definitely out of my zone of comics knowledge. But there you go. I guess I'll find out what that's all about. Oh, GoonTick's going to love this. Dick Tracy, an issue of Dick. He's going to love it just for that. This is it's a Mike Allred ish #1. Pretty cool, man. I guess he did a few series there for IDW. It's pretty cool, man. We have this like interest in Dick Tracy, but Dick Tracy always seems to be like stuck in, some rut as far as pop culture goes ever since the Warren Beatty movie. And possibly because Warren Beatty refuses to give up the character. Like, dude, you're 1,000. Just give it up, guy. Oh, man. This is cool, man. Wow. That's fucking rad, man. This is rad from Brad, man. We got the trade paperback of Superman Doomsday. I used to... And, by the way, a single issue of Superman Doomsday over here. Used to have this entire series. I think it was just like 2 big issues. I could be wrong about that, but anyway, used to love that. I don't know where those issues went, but I guess I don't have to worry about that anymore. This is super, super rad. This is definitely the crown in this little set. So, man, thanks to our boy Brad for this, for everything really, but especially for this, because I'm totally keeping this one, and GoonTick can eat it. You can have this one. Although he might have my single issues, knowing GoonTick's felonious ass. Oh, behind this we got a #8 Critters, a Fantagraphics comic. I don't know around when this came, but Fantagraphics used to reprint a lot of stuff, like older stuff, and they'd also have a lot of licensed stuff. Nowadays they still do like the reprint ordeal, with older comics usually. Oh, this is cool, man. Can't really see the year. This is an 87 issue. Critters. Never heard of it? Man, this is a pretty good condition too. But worth checking out. Definitely this is up GoonTick's alley. And by that I mean his butthole. So he'll probably dig the shit out of that. Pretty cool, man. There's the alternate cover to Superman Doomsday. Book 3. I guess it was 4 books. Anyway, I used to have this series, so that's cool. But now I have it again. Yes! Pretty cool, man. Thanks a lot to Brad. He's our boy. So, yeah, there you have it, man. That's really it. GoonTick, of course, had his own assortment of stuff. But like as I said, man, the guy's sucking couches right now. So when he comes back, he'll do his end of the ordeal. And I just realized like I have like a weird little thing in my goat gruff here. So that's gross. Anyway, let me know what you thought was best. Again, thanks Brad. Thanks to everyone. I'm out.